Yes, welcome everyone here to the Smash Sport Show right here on Smash FM here on a Thursday here in Melbourne. Of course, let's go to our friends up in Adelaide in particular. Of course, speak with the reigning champions in the Adelaide Football League Division 4 women's competition. That is the Goodwood Saints. And of course, they won their grand final almost now 3 months ago now, and 3 or 4 months ago now. And of course, we've got two very special guests joining us right now to tell us a bit about it. Thanks both for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
I will get both of you to introduce yourselves and tell us what position both of you played on the field on grand final day.
Well, I'm Jazzy Andre. I am the women's vice captain of the women's squad at Goodwood Saints. And grand final day, I played just around in the forward area. So I was a bit in the pocket, but then got pushed up to centre half forward. And yeah, great day. It was really good.
All right, and my name's Leanne. My teammates call me Laser, and on grand final day I played a midfield forward rotation, so mainly in the midfield, and then 3 of the girls rotated to forward and then to the bench, and we kept that pretty consistent throughout the whole game.
Tell us a bit about grand final day. I know it was 3 or 4 months ago now, but tell us a bit about the day.
Well, the day was amazing. Like I don't know what Jazzy thinks of the day, but it was just so surreal because it was my first grand final ever in about 5 years of playing football. So I really just had to think of it as another game of footy because I knew that if I didn't, the nerves would have just gotten to me. But I did digest it all as soon as the siren went after the grand final win. I just was like, this is your first ever grand final. This is your first ever grand final win. Just start taking it in.
Yeah, mine was similar. I think we had a pretty relaxed approach to our grand final because I think that's how we do really well in games. We're pretty cool, calm and collected. So I think that was definitely our advantage. It was pretty close though, up until, I reckon 3rd, 4th quarter. And then we got the lead. But no, we're in a pretty good headset to get into that grand final. So it was a great day.
Is there a particular moment in the grand final that you felt where our lead is good enough so we can sort of enjoy the moment knowing that you're going to win a premiership?
Actually, yeah, there was a time when I had the ball and I was trying to kick to the other captain that was in the full forward pocket. And I think at that point I was like, okay, you can go for the goal or you can pass it. There's either way. I tried to go for the ball. It just went up a bit too short. My teammate marked it. She kicked the goal, but I think the Henley player, our opposition, got a bit mad and just threw in a little sling to the ground. And I think at that point I just looked at it and started laughing and looked at the scoreboard and realized how far we were up. And I just ran to my team and said, you scored a goal. They're getting frustrated. They know that it's over. So that's when we really know we could taste the end, and it was really fun.
Tell us a bit about your premiership coach.
She's a hoot. So we've got Catherine Harrison as our head coach, and we've got Shane Pill as our assistant, but they're pretty much co-coaches. I think they have really shaped the group that we have this year. I think Shane has such a wealth of knowledge behind him, and they just work really well together. We learned so many new things, and to see, we were a really good bunch of players at the start of the season, but to see where we were from there to our grand final was something pretty remarkable that I think also comes down to the knowledge that was behind our coaches as well. So yeah, we're really appreciative to have them.
Yeah, I can back up Jazzy as well. Shane, he's a professor. He's a coach at Sandford W level at the Eagles Football Club. So his knowledge is just it's too much. There's so much that he can teach us in one season, and it's amazing. And so is Catherine. And I heard Catherine's also looking to improve her coaching at higher levels as well. So we're really keen to see how that looks like next year.
So Charles, you actually got the grand final best on ground, and tell us about her game.
So that was, the bog was Asher Lodge. And there's a pretty funny story behind that, actually, because she had a ripper game. She was just unreal and really just blew up halfway through the season. She's got the best hands on her. She's not the tallest one in, the competition, but, her hands make up for it. And it was, end of grand final day, and we were doing our presentations, and they stuffed up two things. They called out the completely wrong number and they called her Alicia Lodge instead of Asher Lodge, and everyone was just so confused. But we finally clarified that it was number 26, not 16, and her name was Asher Lodge, not Alicia Lodge. But she had a ripper, don't you reckon, Laser?
Yeah, 100%. She's the type of player that just really does all the background work, and our coach is the type of coach that does notice that background work. Honestly, you can the background work she does not look like background work, because she's always intercepting marks. She's always around the footy. She's always the one with the hands at the top, because she's a pretty tall player. So it is really important that we had her this year. She was a really important player in our premiership team as well. So I can 100% back up what Jazzy said. And yeah, it was a pretty funny stuff up. I don't think the presenter really liked his job too much. Didn't look too interested.
Yeah, it was also pretty awesome to have Asher, because she rotated, I think, between probably every position on the field. She started like full forward, and then she got chucked into the back, and then like just after midway through, then she went into the ruck, and she was such a reliable player for us. So she was really versatile. So anywhere that we need her, we can just chuck her and she just performs so well every time.
Who got to hold the Premiership Cup first?
Oh, was that me or Emma? One of us got the flag and one of us, no, I got the cup. Emma got the flag. And I didn't really know what to do with it. I just kind of held it. And then everyone's like, Jazzy, hold it up. And I was like, oh, okay. Yeah. And then I was like, yay. And then everyone got around us, and I don't think I let go of that cup all night. And on Silly Sunday, it was great.
So, Jazz, considering normally the captain's meant to hold the cup first, but you managed to beat her to the punch, and obviously you got her to hold the flag, and obviously yourself got to hold the cup. How did you manage to do that?
I don't know. I think she went up first for like the handshake, and they just gave her the flag, and I was like, fine, I'll take the cup then. So I just got the cup.
Great work. Great work. Both of you wearing your Premiership medals around your necks, which I'll get both of you to show it to us. There it is. So I'll ask both of you this question. How long did both of you wear your medals around your necks for, and did either of you sleep with it?
Jesse, you can start. I know how long you had your medals.
I showered in it after. I definitely took it in the shower. And it was on me all Saturday night, and then I woke up with it on Sunday. Silly Sunday was on.
Yeah, all weekend. All weekend. Silly Sunday, and then our own Mad Monday in our homes, just trying to recover from Silly Sunday.
Oh, now
it suits the colour.
It does. It actually suits your club colours pretty well, actually. Thanks for telling us that. My next question I always ask Premiership teams is, I know you're not meant to do this during COVID times, but did either of you get to kiss the Premiership Cup at any stage?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Didn't even think about COVID then, but no.
That night had a lot of uses, so it was just... We'll say that.
So what does that Premiership mean to both of you, and has it sunk in yet?
Yeah, it sunk in pretty quick for me. I think the season as it was, it sounds kind of cliche to say it, but it wasn't just footy for us and our group. Like, we all went through a lot that year as a club, as a squad, and I think individually a lot of us definitely went through some adversity. So to finish off our season and, you know, our year, because we were training since November, December for that, then it was just a massive kind of sense of relief. And it was really emotional, actually, winning that, because, you know, all your hard work's paid off and so many people went into making that happen. Just, you know, volunteers around the club. Craig Scott, our president, was so supportive throughout our whole season, and, you know, just all of our family and friends for getting us there. But no, it wasn't just footy for us this year, that's for sure.
Yeah. And to me personally, I came from a different club. I played for the opposition of the grand final. I played for Henley for about 4 years of my life. And
did you win a flag there, Laser?
No.
Thought so.
Oh God. I hope none of them watch this. Yeah, and I did have a little bit of period of time when I played. I trained for the West Adelaide Football Club in the SSS10THYR, and during that preseason, I actually grew a stress fracture in my fibula, so I was out for 3 months. And while I was out, I decided to just do a little change and just see where a new club would take me. And Craig Scott's son, Dan, was the development coach at West Adelaide Footy Club and asked me to come and try out. And I'm so glad I did, because those girls, like, I've only known them since officially, like, properly known them since my first game, which was the end of June. And from that period, just over 3 months together and growing that relationship with each other is just not something you would find anywhere else. And yeah, this premiership means a lot to me, and I'll never forget. You never forget your first premiership, and I hopefully don't, but I know that with this club there's going to be many more premierships to go.
I rarely ask this question to my guests that I have on the show, but I'm going to ask this question to both of you. How special is to play with each other on the same team, and what have you learnt from each other?
It is pretty special. I think all of us have a really special bond, with each other, and especially because we train as a squad, we're all really cohesive. But playing with Laser is interesting. I do love playing with you. She's very game, like smart when she plays. Always has good hands, good ground balls. I don't know. You're just pretty fun to play with, not gonna lie. Always got a little cheeky nudge as you go past someone, or little slur on the side. But nah, we love it. We love playing with you.
It's all good banter. It's all good banter. Yeah, we do have a lovely relationship. Each and every single person brings so much into the club. We do train as a squads because we've got a Div 7 team and a Div 4 team. So we do train together. So the Div 7s always have a lot to learn from the Div 4 coaches. And the Div 4s, we just love having the company of the Div 7s, because we're really just one team. We just play in a different division. I'm just as close to my Division 1 teammates as I am with my Division 4 teammates, which is not something you would usually find at another club, because a lot of clubs do have that. I'm better than you, I'm in the division, but you do not feel that at all at Goodwood. And we do train as one squad, so in the case that someone does do really well, they get the chance to play up, and if someone does want to break, they do get a chance to play down. So it is a really good advantage of the club. But like I said, everyone brings their own uniqueness into the club, and it's just such a nice vibe, and it does make you want to go to training every day, and it does make you want to play games.
Did both of you get involved in footy, and why did you choose it?
I got involved at Goodwood and in footy in general, I think 5 years ago. I reckon this was my 5th or 6th season. And a couple of the girls that still play there, who I used to play touch football with, they just put a little video on Facebook and kind of gave a little bit of a demo about what, Goodwood Saints is about, and really trying to build, the women's footy league. And next season I grabbed Asher out, who we were just talking about, and we just went out to a common try day, and they were, it just kind of went from there. And then every year you just got more girls, you just got more talent, better coaches. And then now we've got teams from under 11s, I think, all the way to women. So yeah, it's pretty special to be at the club for that long and actually see that growth happen, and also be a part of, helping that as well. So yeah, I started footy in 2017 only because I first year of high school, and I got an email from the high school saying, oh, Henley's starting a new girls team and you should try out. So I went for a bit of a tryout, saw my friends from Surf Life Saving there, saw my friends from school there, and I just loved it, and we grew a special bond. And yeah, I'm a pretty fast learner, so I was pretty ahead of them, but they did catch up to me so very quick. Yeah, there's a lot of talent in the club. But I do also remember every single year when I was at Henley, there would be a Goodwood Saints team in my division, and they would smash us. Sorry, Laser.
So what does the sport of footy mean to both of you now, and especially being at Goodwood Saints?
For me, honestly, it's like a second family. Footy means so much more to me. Like, no matter what club I go to, no matter what level I play in, Goodwood, I always can come back to Goodwood Saints with open arms. They're always welcoming me, no matter what level of footy I'm playing at. I am currently training at the Eagles for SSS10THYR, but I do know that Shane Hill's there. He's my coach at Goodwood, so he's also my coach at Eagles. So it's just so nice to get that connection, Goodwood and Eagles, and to know that I'm always welcome. So footy it's like a family to me, Goodwood, and I know that if I didn't have that family, I don't think I would have the passion for footy that I do now.
Yeah, I agree. Really similar. We have that, family bond at Goodwood. And like I said before, it's not just footy for us at our club. It's everything behind it and making us better people as well as better players. So I played in a lot of sports, a lot of levels. And like Laser said, Goodwood is pretty much as good as you get, especially in the women's division. Yeah, we're really proud to be a part of our club.
Both you mentioned right at the start what position you both play on the field on grand final day. If you had a preferred position where you'd love to convince your coaches to put you in 2022, where would that be?
Oh, I got subbed off in the last 6 minutes of the last quarter, just part of a rotation. And I look at Shane and Catherine. I'm like, come on, put me back on. I'll go anywhere. Please put me back on. And Shane goes, all right, back pocket. And I'm like, I don't know if I want to go back on. I went back on, and I think I gave away a free, all in the 2 minutes that I was on, gave away a free, and then she almost scored a goal. Thank God it went the other way. But I just couldn't believe it. And I just look at Shane. He's like, no, you're staying in the forward line. So I'm happy where I am. Back line isn't for me.
To be honest, I'm pretty happy with where I played. I always told Catherine that I wanted to be the one to set up the goals and not score them, because I can't really handle that pressure. So honestly, midfield is where I'd like to play, and I'm getting a lot fitter, so I hopefully stay there at local footy. But I'm hoping to develop into a player where I can move into midfield if I need to, but stick to the person that sets up the goals for everyone. So just in the flank or centre half forward, yeah, that type of person. I'd love to turn into that type of player.
In other words, coaches, don't put them in the back line. By the sounds of that.
No, definitely no. No. I got put in the back line for 1/4 of the whole year, and I think there's a reason why it was only 1/4 of the whole year.
Our highest scored against quarter. Nah, just kidding.
So what would be your advice to people that should get involved in footy, especially down there at Goodwood Saints, which I'm assuming your pre-season's already started?
Yeah, I think we kick off in a couple weeks. Our advice is just give it a go. I think Goodwood is such a good club and such an open arms club to start your footy at. We had girls, I think most of our Div 7 team hadn't ever played a game before, and then you look at them at the end of the season and it's pretty amazing. So Goodwood, definitely come and try. We're really open. I don't think we have come and try days as such, but always welcome to come to our trainings. We post on our Insta, our Facebook, all of those pages. Otherwise, you can get in contact through our website and through our female football director, Cecilia Moretti. So any questions, we've got it all over our socials, but come give it a shot. You'll love it. Yeah.
We don't have come and try day because every day of training is a come and try day. every time, I think towards the start of the season, every girl brings up a friend to try, and it's always welcome with open arms. And we're really hoping, I'm not sure, but I did hear that we're hoping to have a C grade women's team, so we'll see how that goes in a few years.
Finish off a couple of light-hearted questions about your teammates. Firstly, who had the most embarrassing moment on the field this season, and what was it?
I think our teammate Trish had a couple of embarrassing moments this season. I think she wouldn't mind hearing it from me, but anyone else would be pretty offended. There was a few instances right in front of goals where she missed it, but other than that.
Tell about the one with the kid involved?
Oh no, she did she miss it or did she get the goal?
No, she was lining up in front of goal, and I'm assuming she got it, but it just went straight into this poor kid who was doing the goal umpiring. And it was kind of more of like a secondhand embarrassment from all of us. But we're the type of team that we just laugh about any of that stuff. So yeah, no, that was pretty good.
Sure, she's going to hear back and she's going to have a laugh.
So I'm assuming the team got around the kid.
I don't remember. I don't even know what game it was. We were just talking about it the other day, and I was like,
I don't know if I played it because I can't remember her kicking a kid's head.
I think Emma mentioned it, the captain. I messaged her. I was like, do we have any embarrassing moments? She's like, Trish, that one with the kid. We're like, okay. Sure.
Loving this airtime. Even worry.
So who's the comedian, the best singer, and the best dancer on the team?
Oh, comedian would have to be Asha. Like she's not intentionally funny. She's just like weird, like she'll just do weirdest dance moves. Like before games, she'll scream in the middle of games if she gets like stepped on. I think there was this one time someone was on her hair. She's like, you're on my hair. And then you just heard it from like the other side of the field.
The scream would like make you think that she broke her leg or something. And everyone,
we've got a few comedians.
The whistle wasn't even blown and everyone stopped to see what was wrong.
Is there any more? Who are the other comedians, Laser?
Well, we try. Me and Jazzy. I don't think anyone laughs.
No one appreciates our humour.
Yeah, no one appreciates the humour, no matter how hard we try. But it's a pretty equal go. But yeah, everyone has their little moments. We did have a few funny. Oh, you could say Catherine's a comedian. She tries. I coach. Yeah, but I think when it comes to riling up the other players, it's definitely got to be like me trying to get a laugh out of them or something, but almost getting punched in the face instead. Especially against my old team, Henley. Even though we probably would catch up for a coffee before the game, during the game, it's such a different story.
Is anyone on the team into their TikToks?
Who is? Ruby, Eve, Mim, Geordie,
and Jazzy.
They're into it, and Jazzy. I don't know. A lot of our under 17.5 girls are into it, and a lot of them are coming up. So we're keen to, we might crack open like a Goodwood Saints TikTok page or something. I think we'd go pretty well.
A lot of young TikTok talent coming through.
Okay, so Alyssa, I might have to head out to Goodwood when I come to Adelaide next. Also, do either of you have a pre-game superstition or ritual?
Oh, Red Bulls.
The whole team.
Yeah, all on Red Bulls. Yeah. We rock up, slides, tops.
Yeah.
No taping done. Just rock up there, just talk, roll. You get the roller out and then crank on the tunes. Laser cracks out a move. Asha cracks out a move. It's always pretty chill before our games.
Yeah.
But no, keeps us pretty calm and collected when we start. Yeah. But
I have a lot of things that I need to do before the game. I've got to take my Red Bull. I've also got to tape. So once I tie my boots up, I've got to tape them. I tape both sides. I believe that it causes a flatter area on the boot when you kick the footy. I doubt. It's just so they don't come off when I'm running. But I do like to tell people that it does make a flat surface when I kick. I also take Panadol and Voltaren before the game every week, but I've been criticised that I shouldn't for my kidneys, but I think my teammates should worry about how much they drink and their kidneys than worry about how much Panadol I take every week. But yeah, that's
Or like Laura and Maddie, if they're watching this, they always rock up with those weird, like they almost look like kombucha drinks.
Oh no,
like those probiotic ones.
Yeah, Sammy kids. Yeah, So Laura and Maddie take the Red Bulls, and then Sammy and Sheeds take the they shine, and they're organic and it's organic.
Just for this last two, which is who has the best nickname in the team?
Well, I don't really think many of us have nicknames except for me and Sharpie.
Ah.
We got you, or we kind of picked up some nicknames by the end of it, and then our group chat ended up being just there was no normal name. Like Emma, our captain, was Medals, just because she always just wins medals. I think that's what it came down to. Because she also won the Div 4. What's it called? The Div 4 medal count. So we just called her Medals.
Yeah, Div 4. Yeah. I think I'm looking down at the nicknames now. Like Jazzy's got money hands.
Money hands.
What's Ash's?
Asha is Ashraf because that's her name. Oh. Yeah. It's fun. I like Trish's because Trish's is straight set shot.
There's a few odd ones, but we need to pick some good ones up this season.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
And the last one is, did the team have a fine system? And if so, who copped the most fines throughout the year?
Oh, we didn't. Yeah, we didn't do one.
Oh.
We just said basically like whoever was on like the newspaper or like on TV, I think we were just like fine. Or if someone forgot their boots or something, we would just say, oh yeah, that's certainly a fine or something. But we never actually implemented it, I think. But we definitely did say like that deserves a fine.
A lot of people would have copped some, that's for sure.
Yeah, there were a lot of 15s sitting out. Div 7 player Sarah Dempsey, if you're watching this.
She gave away a few.
Yeah.
So is this interview technically a fine?
Oh, we won't share it to them. Nah.
I'd like to say, nah, it's good. It's got to be the first fine of the 2022 season.
We'll kick it off for everyone.
Yeah, we'll have an amazing end of year party or an end of year getaway again, and we'll see.
Well, both of you, thank you so much for giving up your time to join us. It's awesome having both of you on the show. Congratulations on winning the premiership. Well deserved. And hopefully I'll be coming over to Adelaide next season. Hopefully get down there to Goodwood and watch you all play, and hopefully see how, and hopefully you can defend a premiership in 2022. Obviously, I think you're actually going up next year anyway. So let's hope you can back it up with another premiership at a higher division.
Thank you very much.
Thanks so much.
No worries. And of course, if you want to get involved with the Goodwood Saints footy club, and of course, especially in the women's program there, of course, the reigning champions in, of course, one of 7 divisions there in the Adelaide Football League. Of course, we'll put all the details up and how you can get involved in the sport of football. There's more on the Smash Sport show right after this. Don't go away here on the 10th year celebration.